Hey guys, before we get started with our show, I have a quick announcement. We are giving away a trip for two to Cabo or Hawaii. All you have to do is leave us a review. We have more details below. Enjoy the show. Hello everybody, we are back with this week's real estate update. I'm Jennifer with the Del Rio Group, and this week I'm here with one of our newest agents, James.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
And today we're going to be talking about supplemental tax bills. But before we get started, James, tell our viewers a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, obviously my name is James Garcia. I used to work for the Stanislaus County Assessor for a little while, and that kind of sparked my interest in getting into real estate. And basically, the reason that I decided to become a realtor is because for my long-term goals, my personal goals, I would like to eventually own investment properties. So I figured I might as well just go all the way in and learn everything I possibly can. And if I'm going to do that, I might as well get my license. And I heard about the Del Real Group and your guys' presence online, and I looked you guys up, and you guys look like a great team. So I connected with Andy, and lo and behold, I'm here. So
here we are.
Yeah.
And we're excited to have our new addition. James is very analytical, so if you are detail oriented, he's your guy.
Yes, that's very true.
So we were kind of talking about, you came from appraisals, and one of the things that got brought up was supplemental tax bills.
Yeah.
And new buyers, normally we've had lots of conversations with them where they call and they're like, I got this bill, what is it? Do I have to pay it? So I thought it would be good for you to kind of share a little bit of information, since you also have that like back end with it.
Sure. Yeah, so while I was working for the assessor, I learned a little bit about what causes supplemental tax bills. So I can give a quick example. Say, for example, there's a seller who owns a home and they've owned it since 1995, and they purchased that home for 150 grand. Well, the maximum that a property value can increase for property tax purposes is 2% each year. So for that buyer that bought it in 1995, they might be paying, for the sake of the example, on a $250,000 value for property tax purposes in this year. So if we have a buyer that comes in now and wants to purchase that property, the market value of that property might be at $350,000. So that buyer's going to end up having to pay a supplemental tax bill on the difference between that $250,000 that the prior owner was paying on and the $350,000 that they purchased it for. So they're going to get a supplemental tax bill for $100,000, or for the property tax on $100,000. So that's why you might receive one when you purchase a new property, because it gets reappraised every time there's a change in ownership.
Okay, and then why would someone maybe get multiple? Because I know you can get more than one.
Well, the reason for that is because of the way the fiscal year is laid out for the assessor. They have their fiscal year start in July 1st to June 30th. So depending on when that event happened, whether it's new construction or a change in ownership, depending on when that happens, you might receive 1 to 2 supplemental tax bills, because it affects 2 separate fiscal years for the assessor.
Okay, well, I hope that was interesting. I find it fascinating, but I know a lot of people out there, they get these bills and they're like, what the heck? So we try to always make sure that our buyers are prepared, because as property values increase, you're probably going to see those supplemental tax bills. Well, as always, if you guys have any questions, reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.